There is a mine in Idaho named Stibnite. This mine produces antimony. Antimony is the metal inside the primer that fires the bullet. In the Pentagon's own words, antimony is essential to national defense as a key component for munitions, small arms, and missiles. The Pentagon has given $59.4 million of public money to this private company, Perpetua, to restart that antimony mine. In addition to that gift from taxpayer pockets, the US Department of Energy has also offered this company a loan of $1.8 billion. And because millions of taxpayer money and billions of loans of taxpayer money wasn't enough, this is their lead investor, John Paulson, hedge fund billionaire. Guess who's underwriting Perpetua? JP Morgan fucking Chase Bank again. They tell you that this is all needed for solar panels. But the US Geological Surveys tell you explicitly that less than 5% of that is for solar panels. Most of it is for bullets. This same US Geological Survey also says that antimony runs out in 20 years at current consumption rates. Runs out in 20 years, needed for solar panels, currently using over 40% of it on bullets, exploding it. A child born today will be 20 when the antimony runs out, and we will still not have built the solar panels. The US Department of War will have fired the finite remaining amount of critical minerals that we have left at Muslims. Here are the headline numbers from the United States Geological Surveys. We have about 35 years of nickel, and currently 85% of what we are extracting is going into armour, alloys and armoured vehicles. We have about 38 years of cobalt, and 51% of cobalt used in the United States is being used in fighter jets. There is about 43 years of copper, and what is needed to complete the actual green transition is at least 71% of the world's known reserves. We also use copper in other ways. It is needed in building construction, so we cannot afford to waste any of it. Yet most of the mined copper, yet again, is going into bullets, specifically 5.56 mm NATO bullets, 7.62 mm, 12. You get it. They're also using copper liners for their warheads to stop the radium bleeding out. They even have a weapon, anti-tank warhead, that squirts a jet of molten copper at the enemy. For fuck's sake. These minerals are finite. They don't grow back. If you keep exploding all the copper, we are running out of it quickly within the next 20 years. What's worse is that these warmongers are stockpiling the remaining reserves for themselves because they know that it's running out and they have chosen destruction. You can either have more ammunition or you can have solar panels. JP Morgan and the Pentagon have made that choice already, and they are lying through their teeth, calling this the green transition as they stockpile the last critical minerals. The math on this is clear and the numbers are frighteningly tight. The energy transition needs essentially all of the remaining reserves of these minerals to properly electrify the grid by 2050. There is not enough left over to continue manufacturing artillery shells. If the war economy keeps burning through these minerals, the real green transition becomes geologically impossible within the lifetime of a child born today.